Welcome to ASP NET and SQL Academy. In today's tutorial, we are going to build a complete user registration system using ASP.NET. We will cover the design, validation, database connection, and a final working demo. Welcome to stage 1 of our ASP.NET user registration project. In this stage, we will set up the project structure and folders inside Visual Studio 2019. This will be the foundation of our entire application. In stage 2, we move on to designing the registration form using ASPX markup. You will see how to add user input controls for name, email, password, and gender with a clean and structured layout. This design will later be enhanced with styling and validation. Now, let us compare the code before and after formatting. On the left, we have the basic controls placed without structure. On the right, you will see the same form now organized, styled, and ready for a professional registration page. Clean code matters. By the end of this session, you will be able to build a fully working registration system like this. The user enters their details, clicks register, and their information is saved securely in the database with proper validations and confirmation messages. Here is what we will cover. From project setup all the way to a full working demo with validations and database integration. First, create a new ASP.NET web application in Visual Studio. Choose the empty template and add web forms support. We will organize code with folders for models, pages, and database. Next, let us design a registration form with fields like name, email, password, and gender, along with a register button. Here is a basic example of how our ASP.NET web forms looks with text boxes, a drop down for gender, and a button to register. In the code behind file, we will collect the input, validate it, and store it into the SQL Server database using ADO.NET. Here is the code to collect values from the form fields in the button register click event. Create a simple users table in your SQL Server database. We will store user details here. Next, Add your SQL Server connection string to web.config to connect your ASP.NET app to the database. This is how we insert user details into the database using ADO.NET and parameterized queries to prevent SQL injection. Let us enhance the user experience with client-side and server-side validations, ensuring that fields are not left empty and passwords match. After successful registration, show a message and optionally redirect the user to the login page. Now, let us walk through a full demo. Fill the form, click Register and save details in the database. Redirect the user. This is the user registration form. Enter your name, contact number and email ID. Choose your role or designation and set a strong password. After filling in all required details, click the register button. If all information is valid, your account will be created successfully and you will be redirected to the login page. Welcome. In this section, we will take a look at the user's table design, how the table is created, and how data flows into it through the user registration process. Here is the design of the user's table. It includes important fields such as user ID, username, email, password, mobile number, and registration date. Each column is carefully defined with appropriate data types and constraints to ensure data integrity. We begin by creating the table using SQL create table statement. The user ID column is set as the primary key and is auto-incremented. The username, email, and password fields are marked as required, ensuring that each user provides valid input during registration. Once the table is created, we move to the user registration process. Here, a new user enters their details in the registration form. After submission, the data is inserted into the user's table. Now, let us view the data that has been stored. As you can see, each registered user's information is saved and displayed in a structured format, including their name, email, mobile number, and registration date. This completes our walkthrough of the user's table design and data flow. You have seen how the table is created, how data is captured through the registration, and how it is displayed. Stay tuned for more practical tutorials. To summarize, we built a full user registration system in ASP.NET. You now know how to design forms, write C# code, validate inputs, and connect to SQL Server. In upcoming videos, we will extend this project with login functionality, password encryption, and email confirmation. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more ASP.NET and SQL tutorials. Thank you for watching.